Lewis, alley-oop, Chappelle dunks it! Corner, Bale, it's good. This one up the middle, shortstop going to come to the plate. Here's the throw, and he's safe! Wildcats win it!
Hello, Wildcats. Welcome back to the What's Up Wildcat Show. This is Melany. Spend a few minutes with me while I catch you up on Wildcat Athletics. Both basketball programs continue to roll in conference play last week. The Wildcats opened the week with big road wins at Colin before returning home and getting two big wins against East Mississippi. After building a 12-point halftime lead, the men's team held on to defeat Colin team walking out of Weston with a 79-70 victory. They followed with an emotional win over East Mississippi in the Marvin R. White Coliseum. The Wildcats overcame a 9-point first-half deficit and fought for a 60-56 victory. The Wildcats remain undefeated through last week with a conference play and a 10-0 record. Through 24 games, Joe Chappelle leads all Wildcats, averaging 16.3 points per game. Kedrick Osby is averaging 15.7, and Christian Lewis is scoring 15.3 points per game. Chappelle is bringing down 8 rebounds a game, followed by Osby with 6.3, and Dylan Sanders is averaging 4.1 boards a game. The women's team held a potent Colin offense at bay in an impressive 73-43 road win. The Wildcats built on a 17-point halftime lead to cruise on with a 30-point victory. Coach Fletcher's Wildcats followed with an impressive 62-29 home win against East Mississippi. The win secured Fletcher's 4th consecutive 20-win season. Jasmine Jackson is leading all Wildcats, averaging 12.8 points per game. Sydney Lewis is averaging 9.7 points. Michaela Riley and Paris Gilmore are averaging 7.7 and 7.5 points, respectively. Lewis is averaging 9.9 rebounds per game. Jackson is pulling down 5.9, and Rajanae Hillard is averaging 5.8 per game. The Wildcats open this week on the road at Holmes. They return home for the cat fight against Jones on Thursday. Let's pack the Coliseum Thursday night in this important conference matchup against Jones. The women's team tips off at 5:30 and the men's will follow at 7:30 p.m. Check out these basketball highlights. The softball team will open the week on the road at Pensacola State. They will finish the week at the prestigious NFCA Leadoff Classic in Columbus, Georgia. Kai Goodman leads the Wildcats through 8 games with .474 batting average. Anna Kate Roundsville sits at second with a .429 average. Gracie Harbor is pacing the Wildcats with a 4-2 record. She has 14 strikeouts and a 1.47 ERA through 19 innings pitched. Baseball opened last week with a win at Baton Rouge. They concluded last week with home wins against Chattahoochee Valley and Gulf Coast State on Friday before dropping their final game of the homestand against Gulf Coast State on Saturday. Through 10 games, Jacob Keys and Logan Terry both sit at the top of the leaderboard for the Wildcats, each batting .400. Casson Thompson is close behind, batting .371. Keys and Thompson also lead the Wildcats with 8 and 7 RBIs, respectively. KK Clark, Jacob Johnson, and Max Miller each have 2 wins apiece on the mound for PRCC. Carson Fair leads the bullpen with 4 saves. Here are some baseball highlights. The men's golf team finished 9th place in the 2-day Gulf Coast Invitational. Nathan Hickman led the Wildcats with a 10th place finish. They will return to action on March 3rd. The women's golf team opened their spring season this week at the Snead State Invitational. Thank you for watching, and don't forget you can catch all Wildcat home contests at prccmedia.com. You can also find all Wildcat schedules and news at prccathletics.com. And remember, it is always a great day to be a Wildcat.